Greetings, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Animation April. I am the owner of the channel, I guess, or Master 101. And then we have our co-owner, Zero Yeti. That's his name.
Aura Master owes me $40,000 in unpaid wages.
Oh my god. You have
And
access.
today we're going to be reviewing Spy Kids 3. Today I'm joined by the person who recommended Treasure Planet.
Hi, that's me. I'm Brayden. Nice to meet you.
Why Spy Kids 3 specifically?
Because it's the worst one. Anyway.
Okay, hey, wait a minute. I thought Spy Kids 3 was kind of okay.
It's okay. It's like a 5 out of 10. It's the worst one because the first one's like an 8 out of 10, and the second one's like a 9 out of 10.
I would say that the third one's like a 6.8. Like, I don't know.
There's some really not great parts of it.
And then
Anyway, we're also joined by Avery
and Beth.
Hello.
and Beth.
If you want to find me $40,000 of unpaid wages, you have to go to the planet. Mark with a question mark.
But yes, for this episode of Animation April, our friend Brayden chose Treasure Planet, which is the only Disney movie that we reviewed for this thing. Which, good for us. Claps all around.
Also, we just ignore the fourth and fifth Spy Kids movies exist.
So fourth and fifth Spy Kids.
Exactly.
Yes, there is a fourth and fifth Spy Kids movie, unfortunately. Hey, maybe no, I don't want to do that. Actually, I was like, oh, let's watch the Spy Kids movies in order, but then it's like, no, I don't think I actually want to do that.
Came out in 2023.
I'm
Oh.
I'm praying that Robert Rodriguez wasn't involved in anything past 3. I'm praying.
Every single one of them.
Of course. Okay.
So yes, I guess to start off talking about Treasure Planet, Treasure Planet is a reimagining of the, I forget who made it.
Treasure Island.
Yes, Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson. So a lot of the characters in this movie are more or less ripped from the plot of Treasure Island. So Jim Hawkins also being
Long
Jim
John
Hawkins.
Silver,
Yep,
Billy Bones, etc.
Yep.
William Bones.
But yes, so the beginning. I wish there was a Treasure Planet.
Came out. The thing most people know about this movie, it came out in 2002. It had a budget of $104 million and only made like $110 million.
But from my understanding, the reason why it didn't fully make back its box office is because at every... Oh, this is such a nicer... Hang on. I'm using this for the thumbnail. But what was it?
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, they just refused to promote it, and when they did, they promoted it in like the worst ways possible.
They released one trailer for it, and it spoiled the whole movie.
Yeah. I probably saw this movie in theaters. I also remember the McDonald's promotion where you basically, I think, build B.E.N. The same way you'd build like Inspector Gadget when they did the Inspector Gadget toys.
Oh, that's terrifying.
We might want to add McDonald's because I'm pretty sure that one there with the hand on it is the actual McDonald's one. It was basically like, oh, you get one. No, I guess it wasn't. Oh, that's right. You build the sphere.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
See, I remember
I have like a panel of that sphere floating around in a toy box somewhere.
I remember having Morph. That exact morph right there. I had that one as a kid.
SpongeBob, this isn't weed.
Which is weird because I never saw this movie as a kid. I didn't get to see this movie until I was in like college.
Oh, that's fun.
And then I became a Disney adult.
So I guess to do some more lore behind this movie, I don't remember who the directors were, but there's a pair of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
John
So
Musker.
these two. So basically, part of the reason Treasure Planet was kind of Disney hating on it was these two had a contract with Disney that they'd make several films that like the Disney execs wanted them to make, and then they could make a couple films like they wanted to do. And they kept pitching this, and they wanted to do 3D and 2D combined. And Disney vehemently hated this. But because it was in their contract and they were forced to allow them to make it, they decided to intentionally sabotage it.
Oh, right.
They also made The Great Mouse Detective, apparently.
Yeah. And Little
Yeah,
Mermaid.
so they're trying to pitch it for like 16 years before it came out in 2002.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Hercules. They apparently made Hercules as an agreement that they would get to do this movie at all.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, I guess we talk about the plot of it. So in the beginning of the film, we have an opening scene where a young Jim Hawkins is
It specifically starts out like a flashback narration that stops midway through to reveal a storybook because you see the child Jim Hawkins' face in the hologram. There's this giant child comes up in this space dog fight.
Yeah.
Yes. And then as he's reading this hollow book, his mother Sarah catches him and is like, "Hey," he's like, "Hey,
Single mother in
yeah,
your area."
hot single mother in your area." There's he looks so honorary in this picture, but she basically comes up and is like, "Hey, you need to go to bed," and Jim's like, "Ah, come on, the book was just getting good," and then so
Go to sleep. I'm gonna beat your ass.
his mom crawls into bed with him, and they continue to read the story about space pirate Captain Flint and his treasure trove of 1,000 worlds. And Jim, being a young child, is like, "Oh, it's real and it's out there," and his mother is just like,
the thing that says mother.
"Which one?"
The one that says mother. Oh.
Are you glad that we clicked on this?
Yep. Yeah, just give me a second.
God damn it.
Why are we like this?
I don't know. Why aren't we like this? But yes. Oh, this is for a future scene. Young Jim is like, "I know Treasure Planet's real," and and Sarah is like, "Of course it's real, and you'll find it when you grow up." And then we flash forward to, I think it's 12 years later.
You'll find it when you grow up. Least favorite child.
Solar Surfer. We flash forward to 12 years later, where Jim is solar surfing, which was that was used a whole lot in the advertisement as well. Yes.
Really does it twice.
Yeah. But yes. What's it, Beth?
No. Me breathing.
Well, yeah, so Jim is solar surfing, doing all these cool solar surfing tricks, and then he
flies through the gap in just a literal Bagger 988, that giant mining vehicle everybody likes.
I mean, it's cool.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah. They wanted to let everyone know he's really fucking good at this.
Yes. He is
Really
he's aura farming.
Oh, we don't need more than one of those.
But yes, as he
I think one
eventually.
of those is just AI.
Oh shit! Really? Chris. But yes, as he is flying around, he ends up flying into, I assume, like a little mining location, and if he just cleared the fucking like what's the word?
Bagger 288 or something.
Yeah, like if he just cleared like the
Hole.
the pole, I don't think there would be any issue. But I feel like he intentionally like crashed into the barricade, that's what it's called, to set off the alarm. And then as he's flying, he's eventually stopped by I wonder there's obviously going to be pictures
Space
of
cops.
yeah, space cops. Space cops?
Also, there's like legitimately a reason why they don't let people, fly through active mining operations.
Yeah, no, we did also see that during that scene on why you shouldn't fly through it.
Actually, I'm a libertarian, and I can make a very staunch hour-long argument about why I should be allowed to do that.
It reminds me of like there was a quarry near my town growing up, and then there was a guy, like a kid, who went like exploring there and like died because he got fucking crushed by a pile of rubble. And then basically everyone's reaction was just like, and that's why you don't do that.
I mean, it's an honest reaction.
One image here that's not from the movie and is of the Cars guy and the guy from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. What the fuck is going on
What?
here?
I don't know what this is. I'm afraid. That's not Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. That is the Centaur cop from Onward.
Oh.
There's two cops and Marco Diaz for some
What the
reason.
fuck?
Something bad's gonna happen to him.
I think this is somebody like playing like dolls with PNGs. I think maybe. Anyway, well,
Wait, please.
but yes. So after he's pulled over by the robot cops, we flash cut. No, I almost said smash cut. We didn't smash cut, but we smash cut to the B.E.N, right?
What is it called that? Oh, okay. That's not spelled that way.
Yeah,
What-
it's the B.E.N, not the
B.E.N.
Bimbo Inn.
I honestly prefer it to be the B.E.N. But yes, the B.E.N, where Sarah is Sarah owns it. She works there, obviously. And she's just kind of having hard time.
Someone recreated our Minecraft.
Let's see if I can get more pictures of. Oh, there, I made. God damn it. This is for a later scene, but these are some of the people that are at the B.E.N eating.
Yeah, these are the people reacting to the boy being brought in by the fucking police.
Yes. And as Sarah's working, I don't know what their relationship is exactly, but
Mother and son.
no, I'm talking about Dr. Dilbert because they start. Sarah and Dilbert
I
start.
think
Gilbert, the
he's
beloved office comic.
I think he's just a family friend,
Yeah,
and the one person the mom's actually able to vent to.
He's the pet dog. They feed him like a dog.
yeah, that. He was eating doggy chow essentially.
He did get personally offended, though. Like, just are you the father? No. Like she's like, He's like, hey.
Yeah. Yeah, they are having a discussion on where Jim is at the current point, and they're like, oh, he's probably not causing too much trouble. And then, let me go back a couple of pages.
Hey, it's me. I have caused trouble. Hello, mother.
Where is Yes, here we go. Yes, they. Jim is dragged in by the robot cops, and the robot cops are like, "Hey, so Jim has once again broken his probation. Uh, if this
He's out
keeps
on
going,
probation for smoking meth.
yeah, if this keeps on going on, he's gonna go to juvie." Uh, And what at that point we were contemplating how old is Jim at this point because
He was a small child, and then it was 12 years later.
yes, small child and 12 years
Oh.
later. So I'm
So 4 plus 12 is 16.
16, yes. Which but yes, as we were talking about, Dilbert comes up and it's like, "Hey, can we offer some leniency?" And the cops are like, "Are you the father?" And Dilbert's like, "No." And then Sarah's like, "Ew, no." And
As I said, he just looks at her like, hey.
it kind of reminds.
Something I'm looking at pointed out the thing about his mom is like, can you believe Jim's father walked out on this?
Yeah, I mean, why
Honestly, yeah.
you fumbled it bad if you walked out on Sarah. But yeah, basically, the cops are like, "Hey, we confiscated the solar skiff surfer. That's what it's called.
Silver Surfer.
Yes. Keep an eye out on your kid. He's never going to amount to anything. Yada yada yada. Have a good day." And then we cut back to the, everybody kind of seeing this, and Sarah is not having it. Hang on.
Like you violated your probation.
Again.
Violated the law.
Let's see. Treasure Planet. Sarah in. Should be a picture.
Apparently, Jim is supposed to be like 15.
I could see.
I mean, he was 3 in the first one, in the first segment.
I don't think I've ever heard a child of that age be that literate.
To be fair, it does seem that Jim is pretty, what's the word? Advanced for his age.
Pretty mature for your age, huh?
Don't say
go
it
to
like
high school?
Whoa, hey there. But yeah. So Sarah kind of starts chewing him out and given the "I'm disappointed" thing, and Jim starts cleaning. And he's like, "Hey, I'm sorry. I swear things will be different." Which the day kind of continues, and then hang on. Let's see, Jim sitting. Jim does a lot of sitting in this show. I can't find the specific scene, but Jim. We then transition to night where Jim is sitting on the roof of the inn as Dilbert and Sarah are talking inside, and Dilbert's like, "Hey, so Jim is really bright and has a future ahead of him," and Sarah's like, "I know,
Weird if he had a past ahead of him.
I know he has a future. I just wish he would stop fucking up because of his dad leaving us." And of course, Jim is able to hear all this and is kind of downtrodden about this. But oh, hang on, I don't want to watch any videos. But the plot starts to happen as what's his name?
It also happens very quickly.
Yeah, no, everything happens one after another very quickly. As I can just look up Bones.
Bone.
Yes, Billy Bones crash lands on the port.
Turtle Man.
Billion bones.
Very turtle.
Thank you. Oh, hey, look, Noah, Treasure Planet is getting some. He's a fucking Lorcana card. Jesus Christ. But yes, Billy
He shows up and then dies. They should make him in Lorcana work like the Doctor Who Titanic card in Magic the Gathering, where you just crash into something and it turns into treasure.
Do Lorcana cards have abilities?
Probably.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, I
weird if they did
guess. I don't
nothing.
know how the fucking game works.
In addition to Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh, now we're gonna play Lorcana.
No,
I would
No, I'm
rather
fucking
skip
not. It has no interaction on the opponent's turn. It's a game for babies and smooth brains. No.
I know people who play that game. We're gonna tell them that.
damn, Avery, if you didn't want to play the V Royale in the future, you could have told me.
V Royale has interaction on the opponent's turn.
I will say my favorite part about the thing about this character is he shows up and like, oh, we'll get this thing out of my, I'll deprive it from my cold, dead hands, and then he like collapses over dying.
I mean, that does happen in Treasure Planet. So
Treasure Island.
Treasure Island, yeah.
Treasure
Sorry, yeah. I will be using interchangeably. I mean, I guess we could talk about like the differences. So
I do want to say, apparently the guy who plays Billy Bones, this is his last recorded performance, so he fittingly died after it.
So what were you saying, Chris?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, sorry. I think I might have heard my own voice and anyway, so
I'm having auditory hallucinations.
so in the original Treasure Island, Billy Bones is a character that's already like around. Apparently, he is staying at the Oh wait, no, it's still called the B.E.N, but is staying at the B.E.N at the beginning of the book, and he's just kind of like this like mysterious like old man character, and is also telling Jim Hawkins in this in Treasure Island to beware a seafaring man with one leg, which Ben in this version tells Jim to beware of a cyborg, which I feel like there's a lot of there would hypothetically there would be a lot of cyborgs in a space setting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, Jim. Dilbert and Sarah are having a conversation of like, Sarah's like, sometimes I just wish like the old Jim would like appear at the door and just like run into me, and then Jim opens the door with a dying man on his shoulder, and Sarah's like, oh dear God, no.
Not now, symbolism.
So Jim helps Billy into the house with the chest. Oh, he has a chest, by the way. I don't know if people can see it. And he opens up and he's like, you gotta keep it safe now. And Jim's like, keep it safe from what? And
Keep it safe.
yes. And then after Billy offers one more cryptic insight about the cyborg man, then
Cyborg 009.
yes, dies.
Ben dies.
Ben dies.
Drowns.
Ben dies. Ben drowns. Ben gets pegged. Who said that?
It's a very unfortunate order.
Well, you can't drown if you die, right?
No, I mean getting pegged after drowning and dying.
Jesus Christ, sorry. But the things can't slow down because as soon as Billy dies,
Billy.
the plot is like, oh, we have to continue moving forward. And then the mysterious pirate group that is chasing them happens to land right outside the inn and starts to pillage the inn. Oh, I forgot to talk about it at this. What was that?
Keep going.
I forgot to talk about this. I love the retro futuristic stuff that's going on right now. Let's see if we can find.
It's just weird. It's weird when we get into it later because the retro futuristic aesthetic continues into the physics of space.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is one of my favorite
Oh, right.
things. I'm not gonna play
Yeah.
the video, but like, the weather starts to get stormy, and then while they are in the inn, Sarah starts to adjust the blinds essentially to be like a better thing, like a better
Image.
image, yeah. And then to see what's going on outside, Jim like adjusts the blinds ever so slightly, and like the light like forms a gap in between the paneling, and I think that's really interesting. I think they do a really good job of like the retro futuristic like technology, but as we had previously said, we'll talk about the physics and the retro futuristic technology interacting in a little bit.
There's a movie, y'all know what Rift Tracks is for the most part, right?
Yes,
Or
yes,
most of
yes.
you do. Avery probably doesn't because he doesn't live in Minnesota. There was a movie they did. I can't remember the name of it right now, but it was like retro futuristic live action Wild West movie
Hmm.
with just nonsense retro futurism. Like they had like ceiling fans outdoors,
That is a little weird.
like and like shield generating sheriff badges.
My uncle has ceiling fans on his porch.
I mean, to an extent that makes sense, but
It's mostly just for air circulation. Yeah.
yeah, but this is like those, but outside in like a Western place where
Okay.
people walk through.
But yeah, so Sarah, Jim, and Dilbert run upstairs because, you know, pirates are about to attack. And they escape the inn as they start burning it to the ground. As they try to find.
The movie was called Oblivion.
Film.
It had like who's the Sulu, Mr. Sulu actor? No, no. That's Elder Scrolls. Yeah, type riff tracks.
Oblivion film riff tracks. I know it's all wrong.
Who's the actor who played Mr. Sulu in Star Trek?
Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue.
George Takei.
Yeah, it has George Takei in it, playing a very, very demeaning role of this drunken inventor, just chewing the hell out of all the scenery.
Hmm.
I know I spelled it.
Give me my booze.
This looks weird. This looks like it's not real. This looks like a parody movie.
They're being chased upstairs by pirates.
Anyway, yes, so they're being chased upstairs by pirates. They jump out of the third story. Would we say it was a third story?
Sure, into like a waiting carriage
Second, I think.
being pulled by some sort of slug reptile.
Hang on. Treasure Planet. I wouldn't say
Most things in this movie are vaguely slugs.
there he is or her.
It.
Yeah. But that makes sense. So I noticed that the carriage was like a zero, yeah, anti-gravity. So like I guess something to pull it still makes sense.
Yeah.
But then they eventually as they're watching the inn burn down behind them, Dilbert,
They go to
Dilbert's house.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, this is another.
Yeah.
There are so
That's
many
it.
pretty shots in this fucking movie. But as they are discussing like what happened,
Also, his name is Dilbert Doppler, but after the Doppler effect it's a reference.
I thought he was named Dilbert Duff.
He's also one of those nerdy, smart characters in sort of the same way that a Big Bang Theory is nerdy, smart, funny.
Yeah, but credit where credit was due with this one is he actually does useful shit.
Yeah.
And isn't just annoying and actually a bad stereotype.
He's also, as we discover later, just sort of a harem protagonist. There's just at least 2 women who, in this movie, who probably inexplicably want to fuck him.
Wait, who's the other one?
Probably, I'm making a joke about his mom.
Oh,
But yeah, so they are discussing like, oh, why did this happen? Like, what's like what was up with that?
Happened to me.
And then
All right.
after
There's a bit I wanted to bring up about how fast the plot was going. Y'all ever see the Transformers Bumblebee movie?
I'm slightly
No.
familiar with it. I haven't watched it.
Okay, so there's a bit at the beginning of the movie where, because the movie was like reworked to not be related to the other Michael Bay movies, and because it was originally intended to be a prequel, there is a part where Bumblebee crashes on Earth, scans a Jeep, and runs off because he was he was trying to hide. He was trying to find a place to hide, and then like within minutes, the Decepticons are already there.
Oh no.
Like how in this movie the guy with the chest crashes and then the pirates are immediately on him on the location.
Jesus. Another pretty. Sorry, I just love these visuals so fucking much.
Or Avery, they're calling you a mono green battleship player.
Green is literally my least played color. They can go fuck themselves.
But yeah, so Jim starts fucking with the map, and it turns out it's a map, not just a fancy gold ball.
I'm a Grixis
Golden
mage
configuration.
because I interact on other people's turns.
Like a dickhead.
Or blimey, my name's Avery, and if I can't play a counterspell on your turn, then this game is busted.
Well, it'd be weird if you play a counterspell on your own turn, but
I mean, I assume you would play a counterspell into a counter of like somebody that's doing something on your turn. But
Nailed it. Anyway.
sorry, I get so distracted because of you motherfuckers. But yes, as they are watching, Dilbert is pointing out different star systems and so on and so forth. And at this point, we learn that Treasure Planet is real. Somebody hit the dramatic music notes or something. I don't know.
get it? It's an X. The X marks the spot. You get it?
I will be honest, I did not get it until you brought it up. But after realizing this, Jim and Dilbert are both very excited about the where's the I don't want to
The book slide. Click on the book slide up there.
the book slide. Oh,
Go Dilbert.
yeah. But yeah, they basically want to go out into space to go find Treasure Planet. And of course, Sarah is, are you insane? You are not taking my child out into space. Which Dilbert...
My
First to
19-year-old child.
completely fund this expedition.
I think Dilbert is pretty rich.
No, he's like one of those aristocrats that just bought all those books to make himself look smarter, but he can't actually read.
I was gonna say, I think he's amassed a decent amount of money from his work.
Mhm.
Is what I get the vibe of.
Hang on, let's go to Treasure Island real fast and see what Dilbert is supposed to be.
He works in an office with a bunch of assholes.
Man, did I spell his name wrong?
I don't think I don't think this.
Oh,
I
you
guess
don't
this
think he was
character
it?
probably would have. This character probably would have had a different name in the original book because the Doppler effect didn't exist. Probably.
Answer. I'm
Physician Dr. Lively.
Oh, Dr. Lively.
Is a composite character of Dr. Lively and Squire Lethron. The Trelawney.
Okay, so that would being a composite of a magistrate and then a I don't know what a gentry is. Anyway, so Sarah's like, you're not taking my son into space, which Dilbert responds with, hey, so like you want your son to quit being a rebel nightmare? I think some time in space would actually help him out. And then Sarah's like, are you
Throw
just
him into the ocean.
Sarah's just like, are you telling me this because you actually believe that or because you really want to go to space? And Dilbert is like, I really, really want to go to space.
It's a bit of both.
And it's the right thing.
It is the right thing.
That's what he says
Oh,
afterwards.
and-
That's what he says immediately afterwards. I think people were talking during that part, so some people may not have heard it, but yeah.
Another feature of this viewing segment was like probably about a fifth of the dialogue was overtalked by people make comment.
I could still
You're
hear it.
welcome.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The loudest voice as he could hear it, yes, of course.
The boy needs to go on his coming of age story.
But then as they're talking about like, oh, let's get this like this investigation underway, they talk about the spaceport, and it starts to zoom in on the crescent moon outside, which spoiler alert is not actually a crescent moon. It is the spaceport.
This is like the one thing most people know about this movie. I remember seeing probably some behind the scenes shit on how they did that and basically where the scene transitioned from being a shot of the moon to being a shot of the spaceport zoomed out really far and all the like rendering and shit that had to go into it.
But yes, they end up on the spaceport. Hang on, Dilbert space suit.
I was fucking joking. What the fuck? We'll get to that later.
But yes, so Dilbert and I guess like a certain amount of time has passed between that night and now, where they have gathered a space crew, have gone shopping and have found a captain, and so they eventually I forget the order of operations. I'm also forgetting the order of operations.
He also said he bought this fucking suit from somebody with two heads.
Two-headed
Well,
saleswoman.
it was like it fit him well and it was his color, and so he just responded by buying it.
Anyway,
But
so
yeah, so
He does scam.
Dilbert for some reason hired a crew for the ship and hired of the captain and first mate, which that's not how that works typically.
yeah, no,
Typically, you just charter a boat and the entire crew is already established and knows the boat.
Angry farting noise.
anyway, so they
Yeah, you see this part. This part right here is why the movie failed.
because of a fart monster, yes. And also, Dilbert knows fart monsteries, apparently. I don't know what any of this means. This is just a picture that I saw.
I see so many random screenshots I'm looking for show up on r/two best friends play for some fucking reason.
But let's go back real fast because no, I don't
He
want.
only diffused the situation because he knows flatulence.
Yes, he knows the fart language. But then after the fart alien walks off, they meet up with Mr. Arrow.
The thing.
The Thing, yes. And Doppler's like, "Oh, it's nice to meet the captain." And then Arrow is like, "Actually, I'm not the captain. She is." And then hang on, what is her name?
Captain Lola Bunny.
No, I don't think that's
It's
correct.
Amelia, I think. Captain Amelia.
Let's see if we can get a shot of her doing aura farming. Not exactly. Oh no, here's the aura farm. But yes, Captain Amelia is futzing around in the sails, and she finally lands, and she's like, "Hey," has a interaction with has basically an interaction with Dilbert, like, "Hey, so like, I appreciate you funding this expedition, but I don't really trust the people that you hired on as the crew." And Dilbert's like, no, the crew's fine. They're cool.
What could possibly go wrong? I got them out back in the back of a shady bar.
Yeah. Anyway, we should probably discuss the treasure, and then Captain Amelia is like, "Hey, let's not talk about that out in the open." As we cut,
Don't use the C word in front of the other people.
He's also like being very assertive and kind of aggressive.
Mhm.
Yeah, most people like that in a woman.
Well, see, the thing is, she recognizes very quickly that he starts bringing up the map in front of everyone. She doesn't trust the crew, and she's all like, "Nah, we gotta go somewhere private right now." And then she's like, "Okay, you've already proven yourself an idiot. You're intelligent, but you're an idiot. Don't do that in front of the crew again."
I was also referring to how she like literally like takes apart part of a suit and puts it back together.
Oh yeah,
True.
Yeah,
Wish I
he
could find-
puts it back together correctly. Also, that suit has like 3 AA batteries in it. Also, can we put the picture back up to her holding the orb?
Orb.
She's looking at it like it's a cat toy.
Yeah, I think that's the reference of it's a shiny object and she is a cat.
But yes, as they're in the captain's quarters, she's basically telling them like, "Hey, the treasure map stays here when we're not using it," which I don't think they used it at any point. Well,
They already know where we're going.
oh yeah. Well, I guess they needed like the like the map for like when they actually got to the planet. But yeah, so hey, we don't bring out the map in front of the crew because I think the crew kind of sucks, except for Mr. Arrow, he's cool. And then she starts giving Jim shit because Jim is a rebellious teenager.
Because she's a cat.
Yes. And basically tells Jim like, "Hey, we're gonna go meet your new boss now, the ship's cook."
Yeah, she says like, yeah, you're gonna be first mate. You're not first mate. You're gonna be cabin boy, which it was a thing in the original Treasure Planet, but it's like, wait, wasn't he like Doppler's guest? Because Doppler paid for everything.
Well, I think
I mean, when you're on a ship, you gotta pull your weight or whatever.
yeah. Like Doppler is pulling his weight by being the navigator, and Jim is pulling his weight
Being
by
the comic relief.
yeah. And then Jim
by being the male wife.
male wife, fail wife. But then they are
The android sister.
taken down to the galley where they meet Silver, who is a cyborg.
Steak, didn't you put this guy on Smasher Pass?
What?
Oh, I guess not.
If I remember,
I thought somebody did.
if I remember he existed, I would put him on my Smasher Pass.
Are you confusing him with Schnitzel from Chowder?
No, I'm just misremembering things.
But yes, so this is the first cyborg that Jim meets, and Jim is like, "Oh, that's kind of suspicious."
Cyborg from Teen Titans.
Yeah.
The suspicions are correct, but it's suspicious.
Jim is a robot racist. Like, let's just come out and say it. And here's another Lorcana card to make Avery's vessels bulge. This one, this one's in German.
At least it's not in French.
But yes,
There's that.
He lost his arm from fisting 2B.
God, I wish.
That meme. Full of
Lose a few
the
things chasing a dream.
yeah.
That's a meme.
Hang on, sorry, I'm just trying to. There's so many pictures of it. Oh, I love this. I can fix him.
Yes, with a wrench.
Why is he so fucking hot? God damn it.
Speak for yourself.
Oh, you like femboys. Shut the fuck up, Avery.
No, I'm fine with this. Honestly.
He is a father figure. He is my father figure.
Yeah, it's something like you lose a few things searching
Chasing
chasing
a
the dream or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
You lose a fool.
lose a few things.
Lose a few things.
Give up a few things chasing a dream.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
Wait, where is it? There's a lot of this meme, Jesus Christ.
I have seen this as a meme specifically in response to the whole fisting android girls meme.
Y'all need better hands.
Oh yes, an industrial press will definitely not crush my hand.
Hey, Aura, search up look up degloving.
I will not, actually. I know what that is. I had a Rift Tracks
Take
night in a
gloves off.
different Discord about degloving penises, and you don't want to know about that.
What
Anyway,
do you mean riff track?
Rift Tracks has a game.
Oh, okay.
I've
I remember what's the game on Jackbox where you both have to quiplash. Somebody put in a quiplash set of questions for somebody put in a Rift Tracks quiplash mod, and it was the least funny thing I'd ever seen. It's all just referencing
Never mind.
it's just very specific MST3K references.
But yes, they get introduced to John Silver. Jim is immediately suspicious of him because is this a young?
Because he's a
Because
racist.
of Billy Bones' warning.
Yes, because of Billy Bones' warning. But
Beware the cyborg.
yes, beware the cyborg. And honestly, it's like a correlation causation thing. Like, oh, I was told to beware a cyborg, and now there's a cyborg. Ooh, spooky.
Jim tries to test him by saying, "Oh yeah, you ever heard of a guy named Billy Bones? And he was in this certain area." He said something about a cyborg, and he's like, "Oh yeah, there's a lot of cyborgs."
And honestly,
worry about it.
at the end of the day, Jim just kind of outed himself in that portion because, like, if he didn't. If he wasn't like, hey, so I'm suspicious of you, and like because of this, because like
Better not become my father figure.
yeah, but then yeah, the captain's basically like, hey, this is your cabin boy now, and they're both like, what? No, that's that's not happening, and she's like, yeah, it's happening. Oh, here's like the. Yeah, this is part of the scene where like Jimmy is like, "Hey, so like, get around to my planet at all?" And he's like, "Nope, don't think I do."
This bit is from after Jim leaves and he's talking to Morph.
Oh yeah.
Also, Morph is there.
Oh yes, we forgot to introduce Morph. Morph is
The character from X-Men who dies in the first episode.
Silver has a pet parrot in the
Photo.
Treasure Island, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Oh, I guess that's why he's always mimicking speech.
Yeah. It's Treasure Planet. Oh wait, ship. Hang on. Can we get a picture of the ship? We haven't seen a picture of the full ship actually. There she is, the RLS Legacy.
I'm gonna fuck that ship.
I mean, maybe. But yes, we after that little back and forth of like, I'm suspicious of you. The RS Legacy. Oh yeah, let's look up Morph real fast.
Also, I do want to say I really like that scene. I think it does a really good job of portraying the suspicion without giving anything super away to the characters, but kind of still letting the audience know what's going on with it.
When you don't have the transparency on Morph, he just looks like a nerd's nerd. Like a Willy Wonka nerd.
He's just a fucked up little guy. He has all the squash. But then after that whole scene, Morph is introduced. We learn about Silver. The ship starts taking off. Which did people have things to say about like the retro futuristic like oh right, this is like when the physics started to come in, right?
Not yet, but well, sort of, because it's like the gravity just sort of disappears. The problem I have with the gravity in this is it's like whenever you turn the gravity off, you just automatically start moving away from whatever object you're standing near, which I don't think would happen until you started moving or pushing off of something.
Yeah.
Gem loading. Let's see if
They just pull a lever to turn the gravity on. They have like solar sails and shit.
gravity generators, yeah.
A lot of what Jim is doing is like scrubbing floors and shit, but it's like you have space technology. Why do you need people to scrub your floors?
Yeah, where's your Roomba?
Why is your ship made of wood when everything is thrusters?
Yep, there we go. Oh yeah. Oh, that's terrifying to look at.
Okay.
Okay, so there's a frame I need you to look up about. Actually, I still have the thing here. Look in recording and put this image up. You'll see the image when you open the recording tab.
Okay, open media link. Guess visit site.
This is apparently a frame from when Morph turned into Jim for a minute. Apparently, this is like a really old meme.
Oh yeah, Mr. Buff and Mr. Bucket.
I gave you a mop wife, mop husband.
All right, so the ship takes off and they eventually get up into space. Which
Nice.
space apparently has an air pocket. Apparently,
Yeah, it's all like made. The space is like made of Ethereum.
From
Yeah,
what
it's like-
I gathered, like there seems to be a level of suspended belief that ships have like an aura of air survivability within them, like around them.
It's called
That way-
aura, bro.
That way,
Smell like unfettered ass.
that way they can make the boat-like ships function as spaceships within the setting.
yeah, like
Yeah.
There are bits beyond that make me question that, though. I think Ethereum just sort of has air.
Yeah, it's like it's the old there was an old thought of like that the world was the individual planets and stars were connected through a sea of ether because scientists didn't quite understand that like the void of space was a total vacuum. And so they thought there had to be something.
that would make sense. Like space being this ether that you're talking about and being like breathable and stuff for like the time period, because like I assume like when did we learn that space is a void, like a vacuum?
Like the 1900s. Earlier than that.
Publication date. When did we learn space is a
About the late 1600s, early 1700s.
okay?
And that was when they did repeated experiments proving that air pressure decreased the altitude, and eventually you would reach an area of no air pressure.
Okay, well, let's continue to play in the space
Yeah,
of like
Ethereum.
Ethereum. Yeah,
It says Ethereum is like a real element of the 19th century physics.
And they did that using like balloons, and they recognized that eventually you'd reach a point where the
Oh,
balloons would
God.
just pop no matter what.
I forgot Ethereum was a fucking
Full of
crypto.
cryptocurrency.
It's full of cryptocurrency.
God, it's full of stars.
But yes, after the takeoff scene, Captain Amelia is like, "Hey, so, Silver, isn't that your cabin boy over there, just kind of fucking around?" And Silver's
Well,
like,
no, he's mopping some of the ugly scoundrel pirates or being ugly scoundrel pirates minding their own business, and then our protagonist is an asshole staring at them for being different because he's a racist, and then
Yeah.
gets in a fight with them.
All
And
that
then
comes
gets
right
picked up by
after
the-
what Nick was talking about. Yeah.
he
okay.
gets picked. He gets picked up by him, and then has a fight with Scroop. And it was like, oh, why is your cabin boy fucking around instead of mopping?
No, I'm pretty sure the like, well, no. So Jim was just fucking around on like top deck, and then Silver's like, I got it covered, and then introduces Mr. Mop and Mr. Bucket, and then we transition into this scene,
Mr.
I believe.
Yeah.
Balls pop out of my mouth.
But yeah, so as
Damn it.
previously stated, Jim is a super racist.
I mean, in his defense, he was just had a conversation with the captain about how the whole crew is super shady. Like,
True.
I don't think this has to do with space racism.
But
He's okay with it. He's okay with Amelia because she's hot and humanoid enough.
but yeah, so he gives the crew like side eye because they're like mumbling about stuff.
His eyes are very long, and it's very easy to give him side eye.
And then Scroop is like, "Hey, keep your eyes out of our business." And then Jim is like, "Hey, why don't you keep your business out of my eyes?" And then then, you know, Scroop starts doing this, and then Silver comes out of nowhere, and he's like, "Hey, stop bullying my cabin boy."
Wink.
Yeah, stop bullying my twink. And almost crushes his hand. And then I think, yeah, Captain Amelia, no, first mate Arrow comes up, and it's like, "Hey, so we don't fight on the deck. If you fight, you're going to the brig." And then at that point, Jim is dropped. Silver's like, "Hey, stop giving people shit." And then he goes down to the galley. And then Silver is down in the galley with the whole crew, and Silver's like, "Okay, could y'all not fuck this up for 5 seconds?" And it's kind of revealed like, oh, hey, something is kind of fucky with the crew.
Yeah, everybody except the captain and the first mate are evil.
Yeah, well, the captain, the first mate, Dr. Dilbert, Jim, they're not evil, but all the crew is evil.
Especially Morph.
Especially Morph.
Damn.
Do you know how many genocides Morph committed? Why do you think he's the only Morph left in existence? Can we... no real... I mean, this is still a beautiful picture. But Scorp is like, "Hey, I am not going to get into it with your cabin boy if you control the cabin boy. Yes. I will not get
Keep
into
your
it with
twink on
your...
a short leash.
Yes, keep your twink on a short leash. And Captain and Silver's like, hey, I'll keep him so busy he won't be an issue. And then I forget. Is that when we transition into the
Father-son bonding.
Oh yeah, no.
montage.
The montage.
Yeah, no. Before that, Silver is talking to Jim and it's like, "Hey, didn't your father like teach you to not like to pick your battles?" And Jim's like, "No, he didn't. He didn't do that." And
He told me to pick every fight, regardless of intensity.
but then Silver's like, "Ah, so your dad wasn't around." And Jim's like, "Yeah." And Silver's like, "Well, okay, I'm your dad now. I'm not leaving you alone for 5 seconds in a fucking day."
Ah, so your mother's single is she?
Which after that scene we do transition into the what's the word? Into
Montage.
into the montage, into the fatherly bonding, I'm remembering my trauma, to the song what is the song called?
Early 2000s emo. Butt rock.
Montage.
It's about butt rock.
Theme from
About
I'm Still Here. Oh Jesus.
Early 2000s alternative rock for babies.
It was written by fucking the Goo Goo Dolls frontman John. I'm not gonna say his last name.
Pronounce that right now. Riznik.
Rizzler. Oh no, I wasn't gonna say it because I feel like I was gonna fuck it up. But yes. But the whole montage is basically. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I'm going back to Treasure Planet.
Them learning to tie knots, realizing that Jim has all of these skills, and them doing shit together, including like solar sail surfing in a nebula or some shit.
And also intercut in between these scenes are scenes of Jim waiting for his.
Hang on, what is that? What is that horrible eyeless bitten down there?
This one?
Some sort of Disney thing. I just couldn't see his eyes.
But yeah, intercut in this montage are scenes of Jim growing up, trying to connect with his father, but his father always being gone, until it culminates to him being like I want to say 12 years old, maybe 10, where he
I only remember the scene of just the father leaving.
Yeah.
Wait, no, there were other scenes, like the father leaving and like younger Jim like trying to show him a ship he built, but then like his dad brushing him off.
You fucked up this model ship. I'm leaving your mother for this.
Dad. Let's see if we can get any scenes with the dad. Yeah, there we go.
It's just the ship sucks. I like how you just put dad in and he's already there.
Yes, Leland Hawkins. How could you fumble a baddie?
He's just a pair of legs like the parents from Cow and Chicken.
Sorry, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, we then after the montage ends with them like tying up the solar, like the mini solar ship that they were flying around in, and that's where we get the robot
Supernova.
fisting meme. Oh, that doesn't help it.
You gotta put treasure. Oh, I guess I just say that.
Wait, like the first one. Wait, this is the very first one.
All right, let's
Yeah,
let's get off this page.
He is an interesting design because he is like 2D with 3D elements. Because like his hand and eye are 3D.
But yeah, at this point, Jim is like, "Hey, so why are you part cyborg?" And as we were joking about beforehand,
You ever played Near Automata?
you give up a few things chasing a dream. And then, as they're having this moment, being a found family, father and son, uh, a star decides to collapse. It decides to go
Oh, right,
supernova.
yeah. They're just going by a star, and they're like, "Oh, that star's gonna go supernova," and then it does. And wow, how did you not know that was going to happen?
How are
Well,
you
it was the
not?
middle.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, I say it was the middle of the night, quote unquote. Like you're in space, there is no day and night, but like everybody's like asleep or under, like in the under section. There's nobody on deck except for these two people.
Yeah, but it's a star, and you're navigating in space. Do you not have detection equipment?
Also, better question: how are you not dead?
Yeah. No, it's okay. It's okay. Fire doesn't hurt you as long as it doesn't touch you.
This brings me back to the suspended belief that within a certain radius of this ship is like a safety field, relative safety field of atmospheric.
I mean, yes, but that's also just a thing in media in general of like outrunning an explosion or outrunning lava. It's like it's okay as long as it doesn't touch you. Heat doesn't heat heat won't hurt you as long as it's not touching you.
That's true.
Oh, yeah.
I have seen a lot of things like that.
I will say this, and granted, they are much closer. Stars are actually kind of hard to detect when they're going to go supernova. Occasionally, they'll like do a flare up or like a burst that we can tell like they're going to go supernova. But sometimes a star will just go supernova. But granted, we are millions of light years away from them, so perhaps if you were much
Also,
closer, you would figure it out. You would understand.
You have an astronomer on the team.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, but I did look this up during the movie. Apparently, a supernova only takes like a few minutes, but the explosion goes off for like a few weeks or something.
Yeah.
but
So
Yeah,
there,
if you were close to a star, it would be very obvious that it's in its death throes.
yeah. So this causes a huge wave of fire to go off, which I think the weirdest thing is, I don't know, maybe there was some debris in between them and the star, but there's like fireballs and gigantic meteors coming out of it, which no.
That might happen if there was like a planet like Mercury right next to it, and then the planet got like turned into chunks and thrown.
okay, so this brings us back to the previous problem. Oh, hang on, sorry.
Well, hang on. Well, this will get into it of the thing about the aesthetics, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So yeah, there's a part where they're like shooting cannonballs to destroy any stray meteorites or whatever, but they as they later state in the movie, they're not cannonballs, they're laser balls because it's fucking space. It's just science fiction. You get it?
Yeah.
Well, so as Chris was saying that, like the reason why there was like rocks being thrown around is maybe because there was like a planet nearby that exploded because like that got caught in the crossfire of the supernova, which circles back to the original problem of how are you so close to a supernova that you aren't damaged?
I mean, if they were as far away as Venus, it would still affect them.
You see, or we're all damaged.
Well, if you were as far away as still
Inside
inside
and
the
whatnot.
solar system, it would still affect you. Stars are fucking massive.
You know what? That's fair. But yeah. So the crew starts going into how do I put it into like, hey, we need to like make sure that
Crisis.
Crisis mode, yeah. They are hooking themselves up to their safety lines, which, personal opinion, I think their safety line should be more than just a rope.
Rope.
Yep.
It
Yeah,
should be like high tension wire.
Yeah, we noticed that the rope is definitely pulling more weight than realistic rope actually would.
Yep.
They're also like putting up the sails because the sails were getting like shrapnel through them.
The rope is a common enemy of this movie.
And then as they are finally like finishing up making sure the sails are secured and everything,
The giant rock bigger than the ship flies at them, but before they can destroy it, it just gets pulled backwards because the sun is collapsing into a black hole.
yep.
At which point, Dr. Doppler states that the captain's like, it's shooting out waves unpredictably, but Dr. Doppler's like, no, you can actually predict this really well, and the next burst is going to be in this time. And in order to ride it out of it, they need to undo the sails.
Right out of a black hole, just do it. This is the part we were talking about of the fucking aesthetics bleeding over into the physics of the world.
And it was brought up that, and I did mention it while we were recording, because like, wouldn't that take like days to collapse to a black hole? No, it takes like 20 seconds.
Also, it starts. This is something I remember reading about when the James Gunn Superman movie happened, where basically reading about how unrealistic the black hole in that movie was. But one of the things that it brings up about black holes, the thing I was reading was, if a sun were to turn into a black hole, it wouldn't just start pulling everything in, it would have the same mass as the star.
Yes. Which would pull things in, but slowly.
It would basically pull it in as much as the star would.
But as it pulls more stuff in, it continuously gains mass and becomes bigger and bigger.
Ah, just like me.
Throwing outs.
But yes, it would, a black hole, if you were to replace our sun with a black hole, the planets would be pulled in, but it would take a while.
So they're riding waves that are ejecting from the black hole. They're pulling away from the black hole,
Which are
should
I
not
think
be
called
do.
pulsar. Well, the waves are called pulsars, and in the death throw of a star becoming a black hole, it will do that.
God damn it.
It should be also noted that immediately after, like, Arrow came down, it's like, sails are secured, Captain. And then Amelia is like, okay, cool. Unleash the sails.
Yeah, put him back
Yeah.
out there now.
Yeah, because they needed to ride the last pulsar out, yeah.
And he's just like,
As he
aye,
does-
aye, Captain.
As he does so, Captain Arrow gets thrown free from the ship with his, he's got his lifeline, this rope tied to the mast, and starts just climbing the rope back into the ship, climbing a rope out of a black hole.
There it is.
Physics is just whizzing down the movie's leg.
But then, horror and shock and Scorpio is up there, and he decides to be just a tad cheeky bastard, just to
Speed the mutiny along.
speed the mutiny along, and
Pulsars are a distinctive star that sends out pulses, but all stars, as they collapse, will send out pulses.
Hey,
I
now,
got the wording slightly wrong.
somebody once told me.
God damn it.
Why didn't anybody pick Shrek?
Because Chris said it needed to. Well, no, that doesn't make sense anymore because I picked K-pop Demon Hunters. Avery picked Wallace and Gromit.
Washington. Stay tuned for that. All K-pop fans of this channel.
Can I get?
Yeah.
Arrow
Scroop
just kind of looks like a
decides.
Wallace and Gromit character, the way his brow is.
Yeah, Scroop decides to kill Arrow.
Yep. For some reason, I mean, obviously to speed the mutiny along. Uh,
I just feel like killing.
Yeah, just feel like killing. And they are able to ride that final pulsar out of the black hole and make it to safety. And as Captain Amelia is being like, "Good job, everybody. How's the head count?" Scorp really wanted to hit it home for comes like, you know, to the front, and it's like, sad news. Captain Arrow's lifeline was not secured, even though Jim checked multiple times to make sure the safety lines were secured. Now, Avery brought up a very good point when the movie was playing. Scorp did this. Obviously, he did this on purpose to cut Arrow away, but he could have just told everybody that his cord snapped because, you know, he's a big rock man. That's a rope. But no, Scorp went out of his way to undo the safety.
Frame Jim.
Yes, to frame Jim. And be like, oh, it wasn't secure. And then Jim goes over and sees that the rope is gone. Now, everybody's kind of giving Jim side-eye at this point, which is kind of weird. Honestly, in my...
The captain.
The captain, yeah. But, like, I would think that, like, hey, isn't it kind of weird that one line failed? Oh.
Well, I mean, if that's the one line that wasn't secured, like if you were checking all the lines but you missed one and it happened to be his,
Oops, I missed
like,
one.
It does become convenient for Mr. Crabman to pin this on Jim.
Isn't Scroop holding a lot? Isn't Scroop holding a piece of rope as he's saying that, like, it wasn't
No,
secure?
he's holding the hat.
He's holding the hat.
Yeah, the hat.
Okay. I thought it was holding like a piece of the rope. Because I'm like, it'd be kind of easy to tell if this line was cut.
Yeah, he probably got rid of the rope because he was thinking ahead.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, then like as this is being told, Silver, I'm doing my best to ignore what's down in the bottom right corner. I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah. But no, it's the average has-been hotel character.
Damn. But like as like Scroop, like, you know, they're going through, like Jim is going through the 5 stages of grief of like, I secured the line. Silver looks at Scroop and like Scroop gives him like a, hey, ha ha ha, I did something funny look. Oh, I think this is the look. And then
that's the smile that happens just after this scene. Yeah.
Doesn't he also wink?
Awful idea.
I don't think so. I don't think he winks, but
then I think Silver side-eye.
Anyway, Silver takes Jim aside and like cheers him up by telling him like a really good, like a speech about how like mistakes only define us if we let them, and then like how he isn't a failure, he's got the makings of greatness.
It's okay, boy. You see, that man was made of rocks and probably doesn't need to breathe. So you, oh wow, that's a hell of a. This could fix me. The man was probably made of rocks. He doesn't need to eat. He'll probably end up on the other side of the black hole just fine. He'll just be out in space for years and years alone, all alone.
Oh, I should mention, like, you know, like before the whole speech to make him feel better, like he's like, yeah, like fucked up once, it's fine. But then Jim is like, no, you don't understand. I fuck up all the time. I thought I did something right for once, and I still fucked up, which honestly was kind of heartbreaking to hear because like Jim does his best all the time, and shit's
Aside
just
from when he's a delinquent,
yeah,
and a racist.
Yeah, and a racist.
It was really bad when Scroop also said, "Oh, and I saw Jim calling him a slur as he fell overboard."
But then after that touching little scene, can I find the picture? Damn it. Why do I have to look up these words? Help me! And is it part?
I could fix him.
I could fix him.
Oh, of course his fucking name is Flatula. No, not Mr. Snuff. No.
Oh wait,
He's just called Flatula. Like,
Wow. Okay.
like he doesn't even have an actual name.
uh, I
Slam in the back of
Flatula. Oh, hang on. Let's. Sorry, we need to look at some of the. We'll get a look at all the crew in just a second.
Again, I ask, what happened in the universe to cause these things to evolve?
Okay, I'm not finding the picture. Basically, we
Yeah, he's sleeping under the fart monster.
yes, sleeping under the fart monster, and then that wakes Jim up, and Jim starts getting ready for the day. But Morph
He starts putting on his boots, but Morph hid one of his boots and turned into his boot because he's a fucking little freak.
Yeah, he's this little guy. I mean,
Just
that's
a little joke.
Tribute to Morph.
wait, what?
Morph died in the year 2020 from the COVID virus.
Damn. Yeah, let's see if I can find Barrel. But yeah, Jim eventually chases Morph down to a barrel in the galley. As they're like having a fun like pet moment, all the crew comes down to the galley and they are complaining about like, when are we gonna stage the mutiny? I want to have the mutiny.
When are we gonna mutiny? I want to mutiny now.
and Silver is like, hey, we need to fucking chill. We will mutiny when we get to the treasure. And then Scorp's like,
when we get there.
Scorp's like, oh, is that what we're gonna do? I see how you look at the boy.
Got a cyborg cock.
Silver's like, hey, I don't. That boy means nothing to me.
And then he starts getting tsundere.
Yeah.
I don't like it or anything.
But yeah, at this point, Jim learns he's been right the whole time, and Silver has been the cyborg that he needed to look out for.
Finally, my racism paid off.
Yeah, at this point, we learn that the crew is pirates. They're not hiding it at this point. They are pirates with a capital P.
I'm sorry. What was that syllable?
A capital P. Like fucking Tim Curry. Pay. Space.
Ice.
Spice. I'm sorry, I'm just checking something real fast. God damn it, I'm bad at these. But yeah, while they're having talk about a mutiny, they finally hear that they're finally at the planet. Yippee, woohoo, hooray!
And the cat then Silver is like, "Oh, where's my spyglass?" And he left it in the galley as Jim is getting out of the barrel.
Yes. So they have a little standoff of like, "Hey, Jim, why are you down in the galley?" And Jim's like, "Why are you down in the galley?" And so Silver's about to try and shoot Jim, and thankfully Jim is quicker and stabs him in the peg leg, because that's yeah he pegs him, and he runs off to go tell the captain like, hey, shit's fucked, yo.
So so John Silver runs on to the deck and it's like, all right, mutiny's back on, boys.
Mutiny, it's what's for dinner. And so they start tearing the ship apart for some reason, finding weapons.
They're they're getting all the weapons, and then they're taking the flag down and putting up the pirate flag.
The Jolly Roger.
Of course, it's in space, so it's probably called the Jolly Space.
Mm-hmm.
The Jolly Todger.
But Captain Amelia Gunn. Oh yes, Captain Amelia. Somebody remade Captain Amelia in Final Fantasy XIV.
That's actually really cool.
You could remake a lot of things in Final Fantasy XIV, honestly.
Yeah, they should make a game about remaking Final Fantasy.
What if I told you Final Fantasy XIV is a game about remaking Final Fantasy XIV?
Well, no, I meant Final Fantasy VII remake.
Oh. Anyway, so Jim lets Captain Amelia know what's going on, and Amelia's like, I fucking hate pirates. And so Amelia starts arming herself,
Everybody.
Jim, and the three people left that don't suck, but arming the three of them, and oh, perfect, it's a GIF.
If you think about it, this is all Doppler's fault.
Yeah, no, like, how do you not do a more thorough
It's the real villain of the movie.
Yeah, Doppler's always been the real villain. Also, not like Doppler was there the night that Billy Bones died, and he probably heard the warning of the cyborg. So,
if you think about it, all the main characters are evil, and they're trying to stop a disabled man from achieving his dream.
exactly.
Damn.
But yeah, as they're getting oh right, Morph is with them the whole time as well. I should mention that for something that's about to happen later. But as they're getting armed, the pirates are now trying to break into the captain's quarters, and after they break in,
They shoot out through the floor.
yes, they shoot out through the floor to escape, and they make their way to where the skiffs are. All right, and then here's a. Oh no, that's a bat. That's a. Please tell me this
might be AI.
Ah, lame. Okay, here's an actual picture. But yeah, as they are trying to ship shape away, Amelia locks plasma bolts the door behind them, and as they are trying to escape, Morph decides to be just a little Dickens and steal the map. So
No, this is not Charles Dickens.
yes, not Charles Dickens. But as they are, Jim now has to get off the boat, get the map back. They're fighting off the pirates.
They're getting out in an escape ship. Small boat. Oh, that's right. They call it the long boat. And then I said, what about the short boat?
Oh, yes.
Oh, Game Boy Advance. I wonder what that looks like.
Where?
That was on the last page.
Oh yeah, this did have some game tie-ins.
Yeah, one very expansive game, and then one that was like a collection of mini games.
This is just what you did back then.
But
Yeah.
So there's a standoff between Jim and Silver because Morph has the map, the Lament configuration.
All right, I
And
forgot to
they're
make
trying
that
to
joke
play
earlier.
the dog.
Morph.
The dog thing, being like, "Come here, boy. Come here." Nope.
Not really.
So Morph jumps into a coil of rope, and then one of them just reaches in and grabs it and pulls the map out. And
Yeah,
then
Jim, because his leg's not fucked up, so he gets to it first.
Yeah.
And they escape through the longboat.
Yep, they escape out the long. Oh,
And-
but sorry. Go ahead and say your thing first, Beth.
No.
So the longboat has a bit of a rough leaving because Silver had started to close the hatch below them, and they are able to escape. But then
It
they
was
get
also slow to deploy.
yes, slow to deploy. Oh wait, they had to shoot out
Ropes.
the ropes holding them up. But as they are trying to fly off, they get shot with was it a cannonball?
Laser
It
ball.
was one of the laser cannonballs.
This is where they call them laser balls. It's like, oh.
But they get clipped by the laser ball, and they crash land on Treasure Planet. Ooh, spooky.
I'm pretty sure half the thing gets shot off.
Yeah, like the entire back of the ship is like destroyed.
Merely a flesh wound.
Perfect. But yeah, they crash land on the planet, and the captain is hurt.
In fungus.
Yes, amongst the fungus.
Don't worry, it's fine.
They crash land on the planet, and the captain tasks Jim with finding some cover because the pirates are chasing after them. I forget when
Also,
Morph reveals.
Captain's- Yeah, he reaches into his pocket, pulls out the map, and the map was actually Morph the whole time because Morph is a little shit.
Yes.
Morph is also evil.
Morph is also Captain Toad.
And they track the treasure.
I should play Captain.
I mean, it is Treasure Planet and mushrooms.
Oh my god. But yes, I'm gonna have to look him up next, aren't I? Jim has been
Yeah,
tasked with.
As they're looking ahead, they find
Ben.
Ben!
Yep.
The best character. Totally not annoying.
I know Avery said Ben is a little bit much. I think he was great.
Yeah.
I thought he was fine. He could have been dialed back a little bit, but he was fine. Open the image right there in the middle right.
This one.
The GIF.
Oh.
No, that's not the middle.
Yeah,
There you go.
We would like to watch the GIF, please.
Yeah, he's been down here for hundreds of years or whatever, so he's insane. Also, he's missing the back half of his head.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so, all right, Jim. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Basically, the consensus on this character is he should have been voiced by Robin Williams, and instead he's voiced by
Martin Short.
Martin Short.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, just so you'll know, I think I'm going to dip because it's 3 a.m. and
Oh no.
we've still got so much movie left, so I'm probably going to
Okay.
head off.
Tell your thoughts real fast.
This
Hated it.
movie has a lot of potential. Some of it lives up to, some of it unfortunately doesn't. Like, the fucking fart blob could have been cut completely from the movie, and Ben needed to be toned down by like 5 notches.
It could have been one scene.
I guess if this character was voiced by Robin Williams, it would have just been Batty from whatever Secret of Nim.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
Nim, the
would have been similar.
Rainforest movie.
But that's my thoughts in a nutshell. Right.
All right. Have a good night.
Goodbye, viewers, and good night to all of you.
Good night.
Have a wonderful night.
Nobody's gonna watch this.
Yeah, whatever.
But what was I saying? So yeah.
They meet this character. He is resident of the planet. He kind of interacts with Jim a little bit, but Jim's like, I'm looking for a place to hide, and I can't just like deal with you right now. And then he's like, well, I'm just gonna go back home. And he's like, wait, no, that's exactly what I need.
Thank you.
Also, you need to shut up and stop touching me.
Yeah. And so they all go back to Ben's house. And then progressively, as they're doing this, Captain Amelia has been revealed as being injured and is progressively getting worse as time moves forward.
I
Mhm.
don't think she's actually getting worse. They're just making jokes about. Well, maybe they were. Maybe she was getting worse. Because she keeps commenting on how handsome Dr. Doppler is. Like, oh no, he's getting worse. And it's like, I thought that was genuine.
I think it is. It's like it's the trope of when someone is intoxicated or not necessarily intoxicated, but like loses some of their if they're either exhausted or something happens, they just start saying how they feel, or they lose the what do you call it? Like when you lose the pretending not to say something, but you're actually just you lose that part of yourself, so you just say what you think without any filter.
It should also be
It should
noted
also
that
be-
she might be slightly concussed.
Well, yeah, like
Yeah.
she's concussed. I don't think they show it, but it gives off the vibes of like she's losing blood.
Yeah, like-
it seems like she might have broken some ribs. I don't really know how they ended up here. They have all this space technology, but they can't fix this.
And that's Dr. Doppler does make the joke of, well, it's not a joke, but it's a joke to us where he's like, I'm not a doctor. Well, I am a doctor, but I'm not the good kind of doctor. I'm a
No,
doctor.
wait,
not the
it's-
same thing.
Because he basically says, "Damn it, Jim, I'm a whatever, not a doctor."
It is basically the Star Trek joke of, damn it, Jim, I'm a. Oh my god! Okay.
It's like an astronomer
Yeah.
or whatever.
Mm.
I mean, I am a doctor, but not that kind of doctor.
Doctor, but it's not the same thing.
It's not medical.
Yes.
Not a medical field.
But as they're discussing what they should do next, because shit's kind of fucked at this point, Ben's like, "Hey, your other friends are here. Hi, other friends," and then he's immediately shot at. And Jim,
He dies. He's not in the movie anymore.
Jim and the pirates get into a shootout, which ends with Silver being like, "Hey, parlay, white flag, parlay. I want to talk." And so Jim and
Well, Jim realizes that Silver doesn't have the map either, and thinks that Jim has the map. So then they meet up to discuss about that. At which point, Silver tries to make a deal saying, I'll let you be part of my crew if you give us the map.
Mhm.
But Jim is still very hurt by his earlier comments and brings it up. And they get into a bit of an argument, and with Jim saying he will never join him.
And then Silver being like, "Well, you either give me the map like now,
Or you die.
or you die, or you give it to me later and you don't die."
Give me the map by morning, or we'll kill you.
Yeah.
I also want to go back. I found the whole quote of because I want to bring this up because they basically do almost say "damn it, Jim," because the whole quote is "dang it, Jim, I'm an astronomer, not a doctor. I mean, I am a doctor, but not that kind of doctor. I have a doctorate, but it's not the same thing. You can't help people with a doctorate. You just sit there and you're useless."
There we go.
Yeah.
But yeah, then night falls and Jim's like, "Well, we got to get back up onto the ship, but if we leave, we're going to get shot at." And Ben's like, "Yeah, that sucks. Anyway, I'm going to go out the back exit." And Jim's like, "You had a back entrance this whole time?" And he's like, "Yeah, it helps ventilate the place."
My butthole.
Yes, my butthole. But then like Jim's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go like get the map," and Dilbert's like, "No, you're not." And Jim's like, "I'll see you later." And they go through the back end, and the back.
Well, they've had cannonballs the entire time.
Yeah. The
They
back.
know about cannonballs.
They do know about cannonballs, yes.
Oh right, because he says cannonball
Instead of laser ball.
You didn't say laser ball.
But they end up the back door basically drops them off outside of what's the word? No, not outside, next to the pirate camp.
Where they have a boat.
Yes. And so they hijack the boat and head back up to the ship, and while they are looking for the
Surprisingly without incident, actually. Surprisingly without incident, they get on the boat and up to the ship, and they don't see them doing this, so it just works, even though they have Ben with them.
And then once they're on the ship, they split up with Jim and Morph going to try and get the map, and then Ben deciding himself to go disable the laser cannons.
Well, no,
Well, no, he
Jim.
was told.
Yeah,
He was told to go do that.
Jim told him to disable the laser cannons.
No, Jim didn't.
Jim did it.
Jim told him to. Yeah, Jim told him to like stay out of the way or something. He was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go disable the cannons." Got it. And he's like, "No, don't." Okay, fine,
Because
whatever.
disabling the cannons
Jim-
was one of the things they said they needed to do.
Ah,
Yeah.
Jim was saying like we need to find the map and then we need to disable the laser cannons, and then Jim's going to do that, and then Ben said after hearing laser cannons like right, I'll go and disable the laser cannons.
Now-
He's like, wait, no.
now I remember that scene because I said that Ben was throwing ass because he like got down onto his knees like on
Well,
wheels.
no. Yeah, he is on wheels.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the wheel joints at his knees and his ankles, and he just.
Yeah, Ben Hearn disabled laser cannons and just went off by himself.
Man, what if I look up Ben Wheels? That didn't help.
Been drowned.
Anyway, so Jim is able to go back below deck, find the map, and you think they would just be able to get out without any other issue, but Ben trips an alarm, and that
Yeah,
alerts.
Ben
He's still on the
is
ship.
Yeah, Ben is specifically at a big complicated wire box that he can't figure out, and the first thing he does, the first wire he pulls out sets off an alarm.
And it's real. Scroop has stayed on the ship to watch it, and he starts hunting Jim.
Oh yeah, like alien style.
And then Jim finds a gun, but then Ben trips the lights. And so then Scroop is able to like crawl into the ceiling while that's gone, and then continues being real creepy hunting Jim. Then they make it onto the deck and they're fighting each other. And Morph's helping Jim, and they end up climbing up the mast. And then Ben trips turns off the gravity. Yeah, Ben turns off the gravity.
I also pointed out during this scene, Morph like pick-twos Scroop and pokes him in the eyes and hits him in the face by turning into a cream pie. So I'm guessing the Three Stooges also exist in space.
Yeah. And then Scroop also like reveals he's the one who killed Arrow.
Mhm.
But then in a twist of fate, he ends up getting caught in the flag, and then the rope that he had like cut that was attached to the flag, breaks, and so he ends up flying into space, where he presumes to have died.
They mentioned killing Captain Arrow during that first reveal under deck when Jim was in the barrel.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
I just know he says like, because he's got to kill Jim. He's like, send regards to like Arrow or something.
Yeah, they mentioned back in the barrel scene. Silver said that stunt you pulled with Arrow. I will say, like I said with Arrow, when Scroop floats off into space, space has air in it. That means he's not going to die of suffocating. He's going to die of starvation.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So when I saw this movie, even for the first time and all the way up until now, I was thinking of it like there's a certain amount of air around the ships, and then like we just kind of don't see them go far enough out for it to affect them. It cuts away from them before it actually
Don't
becomes
think
a
about
problem. But honestly, there could just be air all around space, and he's just out there starving to death.
all of these weirdly evolved alien space creatures all breathe oxygen.
I think
Yeah,
him
then they-
starving to death is the funniest option.
But then they turn back. Ben turns back on the gravity, has disabled the laser cannons, and they go back down to the planet. Where Jim tries to be like, Doppler, we got it, and then it's revealed it wasn't Doppler, it's Silver, and they captured Doppler and
Yeah.
Amelia.
And they're just like tied up and off to the side. If Jim had any peripheral vision, he probably would have noticed that.
Any object permanence at all.
Yeah, the only way that scene ever actually works is if you just imagine the space darker than it actually is.
Yeah.
Just like Silver's in the shadows, but they're not.
So because Jim gives a shit about Doppler and Amelia, he hands over the map, and then Silver tries to open the map and cannot because he has big meaty claws, and to Jim is basically like, hey, open the map or I kill everybody, and Jim's like, all right, and opens up the map.
Your mother.
And seduce your mother, yes. Sorry.
Sneeze like Mario.
Thank you. But yeah, Jim opens the map, and Silver's like, all right, let's just leave him here and let's follow the map. And then the map turns off, basically. And Jim's like, hey, you need to bring me or you're not going to be able to get to where the treasure is. So Silver decides to bring the whole group, and they start
What
following
could possibly go wrong?
the
The map.
essentially.
It just shoots out like a green line that they follow.
Yeah, let me see if. Yeah,
And they follow it to a point where it stops, and then everyone's like angry that it stopped. But Jim sees that there's a slot in the ground that goes into like a puzzle piece, and then he puts it in there, and then it opens a door.
all right. It's also revealed how the captain was able to pull off so many heists. It's the fact that Treasure Planet is a portal.
Yeah, the whole planet's a giant machine, and it can open portals to anywhere.
Yes.
You'd think you could make more money having a fucking Stargate than
Yeah.
you would from just stealing from everybody.
You can basically make the whole planet be a star port that you just open portals to and let people through.
I'm trying to treasure vault. But yes, Silver's freaking out because like where is the treasure?
He's yeeking out.
And Jim is like, well, it's here, and then he clicks Treasure Planet,
Up your butt.
and then they go inside, and it's the treasure vault, and there's a shit ton of treasure.
Yeah,
Like,
basically, all the treasure and jewels and shit are at the core of the planet.
yeah. And so Jim is brought into the core, and then Doppler and Amelia are left outside. And while the pirates are having a field day with the inside of the planet, Jim and Ben are like, hey, Jim is like, hey, I'm grabbing my share, and we're getting the fuck out of here. And yeah, they go to the boat and they start investigating it, and they find Captain Skeleton. They find Flint, who is a big scary skeleton. And
I don't think that's how eye sockets work, but okay.
and in Flint's hand, ooh, that's weird. In Flint's hand is Ben's brain, yes. And so,
like the back half of his head, which also has AA batteries in it.
Jim puts Ben's brain back in his head, and Ben is like, I remember everything. I even remember the booby trap. And Jim's like, I'm sorry, the
The
what?
movie, which think about. I was just thinking about that as we're recording. Ben's entire purpose is just to say that line, which they would have found out about anyway.
Yeah. God, I wish I could.
Yeah.
I mean, without Ben, they probably wouldn't have found
They probably would
a
have drowned.
lot of things when they got to the planet. So,
I mean, this is a little bit later, but yeah, the planet starts self-destructing because they activated the.
Yeah, the booby trap is specifically a laser tripwire that is in the doorway when you open up the gate, which I feel like anybody could have stepped over if they'd noticed it, but it's not much of a trap.
Well, it's I understand, like, so they're pirates, and obviously as soon as they step inside, they're gonna see the treasure and they're gonna rush towards it. So honestly, the laser tripwire is a pretty good trap.
Plus, it's not just that there's a tripwire that sets off alarms, like seals them in. The booby trap is the planet's going to explode.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I think the tip off is that like all those like purple like all those cylinders start like giving off start like giving off energy, which was weird. But yeah, so the planet starts falling apart. The treasure starts falling into, I assume, what is the core of the planet, and
Yeah, because everything starts separating and shifting,
Yeah.
so all the treasure falls into the gaps.
Including multiple pirates.
yes,
They
multiple.
just fall and die.
They died the Disney death of falling off of something. They do that like 3 times in this movie, don't they? Like 3
Yeah.
or 4 times.
Yeah, actually.
a lot of people die specifically to falling or floating off into space.
They call that the Disney death.
But
But Jim figures out the plan of he can hotwire the captain's ship to get him out of there.
yeah.
But he tells Ben to go back and get Captain Amelia and Doppler. And then Silver notices what Jim's doing. And so he gets on the ship as well and tries to be kind at first, but then ends up fighting with
Going to be violent
Jim.
instead.
Yeah.
Because Jim doesn't trust him because he lied about a lot of things.
Also, there's a what's the word? There's a cutaway scene where like Amelia and Doppler are having a moment, and Doppler's like, "I just wish I was more useful," and it reveals that he can get his hands out of the bindings.
The binding laser.
Yes, and so they basically Doppler tricks
There's a meltdown. The fuck?
Yeah, basically.
So many fetish characters drawn exactly like this, and the way his legs are drawn.
Yeah, basically says like, is your fat body too big for your tiny head, or is your head too tiny for your fat body?
Because it trigger.
Sorry, I'm just looking at all the pirates. Let's see, we have Turnbuckle.
He dies.
Yeah,
He's
he
one of the guys that dies.
He dies.
And
Bur-
then there's Chunky. He's
He's
dead.
Who? Oh, okay. Dog breath. Are you? Oh yeah, no, he fell. Actually, now is a good time
Their
to.
names are Oxy and Moron.
That's hilarious.
Nice.
Sorry, this is just a good time to go over the different members of the pirate crew. I think there's a lot of good.
Oh, gotta
Character
go,
design.
gotta go.
Yeah, a lot of good character design. There are 4.
Mr. Snuff.
He does have a name. Nice.
Oh no. I don't. Hey, Aura, Google's fart snuff. Go ahead.
Like actually.
No,
Come
don't
on.
do that, you idiots.
Let's just let's.
I'm not doing that. But yeah, so yeah, this is the pirate. but yeah, so we cut back to Jim and Silver. Silver saves Jim from falling, basically forsaking all that treasure, and like they exit out of the portal, and Jim's like, "Hey, you saved me," and Silver's like, it was a long it was a year, it was a lifelong obsession. I'll get over it. Uh
Which I will say, like, is the part where Silver's gripping onto the treasure ship and trying to get Jim, but like, and he's like extending out his robot arm. Morph is there. Morph can turn into anything. He can turn into multiple heads independently operating. He could just turn into a rope. This is what I mean when I say rope is the enemy of this movie. Because like even the guy with the thin wrists, he got his wrists out from the rope. The fucking rope. We didn't live in a rope-based society where we have anti-gravity technology.
But yeah, they all load up and get back onto the main boat, and they start trying to escape the planet. But then the ship gets damaged because the planet's exploding, and then it's revealed that they're not going to have enough power to get out of the planet before it explodes.
mhm.
Which is when Jim comes up with the idea of this planet is a planet of portals. They can open a portal and get out that way.
Pop a portal over there.
But they think it's a suicide mission, so they tell him not to do it because he's trying to. But then Silver ends up stepping in and helping him build like a basically impromptu solar surfboard thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically like a plank. It's like a metal plank with an engine on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then Jim gets on that and starts flying towards the. They all start flying towards the portal, and he's gonna swiftly activate the key, but the ship gives out, like the engine gives out. He's on, and so he falls into a canyon, but then he restarts it by like hitting it and using the friction of it banging against the wall to activate it again.
Well, specifically what he's doing is the portal is set to the treasure core, and he needs to set it to something else. So he needs to get down there and push a button so that the ship can actually go through to someplace safe.
Yeah. But he manages to restart it and then click the button just in time as they all manage to fly through the portal as the treasure planet explodes behind him.
He was able to very definitely hit the button, the exact location he wanted to hit on the way through.
Yep. Like he noted he could see the starport earlier when he first activated the hole in the ground, but like he was able to hit that button inside of the hologram while flying past it while trying not to die within like seconds of them all dying.
Mm-hmm.
Then he gets like back on the ship, and then they get reunited, and our heroes like hug each other and are relieved. But he notices that John Silver's not there, and so he realizes that John Silver's trying to escape on like a lifeboat.
John Silver, a disabled man who just had his dreams crushed, is trying to escape police brutality.
I mean, that's not wrong.
But then they have like a moment where John's like, "Oh, I was just seeing if the lifeboat was secure." Then Jim actually secures it. Then they talk about it. And then John talks about how, Morph's a free soul, and he would just die if he was trapped in a cell. And it's clearly he's talking about himself.
Mm-hmm.
And so Jim, as sort of a "you saved my life" repayment, undoes the ropes and lets John escape. But before he leaves, he tells Morph to stay with Jim as like a final parting.
Silver also once again tries to bring Jim along with him, like, "Hey, join my crew," and Jim is like, "Hey,
my riddle."
So, a cyborg once told me that I will do great things one day, and I should probably.
Cyborg once told me the world was gonna roll me.
A cyborg told me I would do great things one day, and I should forge my own path. And then, Silver runs off on the sails off on the skiff, but gives some money that he had, gives some treasure that he had saved from the thing to Jim. Like, hey, this is for me burning down your house. Sorry about that. Have your mom rebuild the inn.
Tell your mom I said hi.
Yep.
And then, so I don't.
This is something I noted during the treasure scene is that everybody was like running their fingers all over the treasure. They're not putting any of it in their fucking pockets, except for I guess Silver had this one pocket full of treasure and he gave it to Jim.
I mean this in the nicest way possible. Did any of the pirates look like they had pockets?
Yes, some of them.
One of them was clearly wearing pants.
One of them's clearly just a head.
She should put things in her hat. She can eat them. Where did the things that she eats go?
She's like a jellyfish. They go in and out of the mouth.
Oh my! Ew!
Mm.
You notice the fart guy just sort of disappears halfway through.
So does the arms guy.
Oh yeah, no, greedy. So these four, what's the word? These four crew members are not accounted for at the end of the movie. Greedy, Aquanoggin, Skopov,
Schwarzenegger.
yeah, and Mr. Snuff. But yeah, they eventually make it back to the port planet, and meet up with Jim's mom, who is just waiting there for them. Apparently, then again, I guess they had like a. Actually, no. Why would she be there?
They probably knew the ship was coming in because she was dressed for the occasion.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, right. Also, at some point, I should mention, after Jim saves them, Officer Amelia is like, "Hey, I could like get you into the academy." But yeah, they meet all back up on the planet, and then I believe there's like there is a time skip where after they land, they tell their story. Sarah is able to rebuild the inn, and they have like a big like celebration about it. Captain Amelia and Doppel are there, and they have children now.
So this is what I said this earlier because I was reading about it and I said I was fucking joking. Let's see. Where was it? There's a deleted line. Where? There we go. There's apparently a deleted line where it was implied that Dilbert was the one that gave birth to his and Amelia's children.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
And in the sequel game, he's a stay-at-home dad to the kids.
Male wife.
No.
Like, I even implied between the doctor and Jim's mom is like, they're aliens, their genitals aren't compatible.
I should also note something before. So I thought the reason why the captain was acting funny was because she was already pregnant with the kids, because I thought everything happened like sequentially, like one after another, like in quick succession.
What?
I was a kid. I don't know why I thought that.
Okay. Yeah, she got pregnant and then they were aborted when she got her fucking ribs crushed.
But yeah, as they're having a fun time, the cops come back in, but this time it's with Jim, who I think has graduated at this point.
Yes. The academy.
Yeah, the academy.
And then got in a drunken bender on the way there, and they arrested him and brought him back home because Jim is the villain of this movie.
But yeah, then they dance, and it's revealed that like Ben is now working at the inn as his mom's much needed like helper.
serving cake much as Aura wants him to.
It's a nice happy ending. And then as Jim looks out like the window, he sees like in the clouds, Silver's like visage.
He has ascended to godhood and become a space cloud.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
this is something that I think I misremembered, but I swear, like when, like at this point in the film, like at the end, like Silver was like hiding somewhere like nearby and was watching this happen as well. I guess I misremembered that.
He's Mandela affected himself.
Yeah.
Also, can you pull up a picture of the children?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because I want to point something out. Okay, so all of the girls are cats and the one boy is a dog.
Yeah.
How does that work?
Yeah, it doesn't. That's not how sexual dimorphism works.
Disney Channel genetics.
Maybe they're Pokemon.
But yeah, that's the end of the movie. Thoughts, opinions?
It's a really,
Sorry, Chris, could you repeat
I
that?
agree.
it's a really good movie.
There we go. Sorry, you cut out for a second.
You can pull up the picture of Morph with the giant eyes.
It's right there. There.
Oh, that
It's
one right
really-
there.
It's really, there you go.
Brayden, how did you feel about the movie?
I absolutely love this movie. I think it's fantastic. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. And it's a shame that I didn't get to see it when I was younger.
I know that Jim's theme is a song. So.
I agree.
So,
Sorry, what was that?
yeah, Chris,
Keep cutting out.
you keep going robotic.
It's probably maybe that storm's hitting Kansas from Iowa.
Yeah, I mean, a storm was rolling through. Welcome back. Or did you leave?
Now we can't hear him at all. What a way to end a video.
Yeah. Okay, Beth, how did you feel about the film?
Oh, I hate it. It's awful.
Oh, really?
Blight upon humanity.
I know, right? Well, this is one of my favorite Disney films, of all time. And it was fun to watch again.
Time goes on for a long time.
To be fair, there's not a whole lot of Disney movies that I like.
There's going to be Treasure Planet 2, Legend of John Silver's Gold.
God, could you imagine? But yeah,
Didn't they make a sequel to Atlantis?
they did.
Probably.
It was kind of weird
Did they
though.
just make a cartoon about it?
So it was. I think it was like a feature length like TV film. But I think it was also supposed to be like a pilot for an Atlantis series, essentially.
No, or a pirate.
Oh. Well, now I feel the fool.
Of course, all I can think of is there's like a King Kong Atlantis movie. Or there's like King Kong, King of Atlantis, or some shit.
Oh, you don't know the animated Atlantis movie that came out roughly the same
Yeah,
time as this.
I know.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I got a little confused there.
But yeah, tune in next time. Where I don't know what we're watching next time. Yes,
We're probably watching my thing.
probably.
Say goodbye, channel code Zero Yeti. Bye everybody.
Goodbye.
Right. And